Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Oh, let me put the chat on so I can see who's here. Annie, Andrea, good morning, everyone. Hello from chilly DeLand, Florida. That's where I happen to be this morning. Okay, I'm just sharing this out, letting you all know I'm on here. All right. How's everybody doing on this thankful Tuesday? Lots to be thankful for. I am so grateful for all of you. Good morning, Deirdre. I'm grateful for my beautiful family and everyone in my life. Good morning, Light from Melbourne, Australia. Hello, hello, and cheers, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Okay, so let's go into our hearts. I hope you can see the scenery behind me. I'm in this beautiful house right on the water with two little puppy dogs. Good morning, Auntie Jean. What a night. Yeah, it's an interesting time we live in right now, isn't it? Okay. So hand on the heart, and let's just slow down the breathing. Just bring your focus right to your heart. Figure out what it is you're grateful for and place that in there. That thought, that idea, that person, that place, maybe an animal. Just hold love in your heart. I am grateful for every one of you. And then when you feel the gratitude and you feel the warmth in your heart, put the smile on your face. Yeah, that's what gratitude does for you. It makes you smile. All right, so Sally, Tony, good morning, happy Tuesday. Deirdre says, my today grateful comes from Paul Wyrostic, who, when he found out about my eye, started sending healing yesterday afternoon and said he'll continue it. I'm actually starting to feel a little relief. Yay! Yay, Deirdre. I know we've been sending it every day, darling. So take in all that wonderful energy that's being sent your way. All right, we're getting a few people in. Keep sharing it. Call in those that you want to be here. I don't know if Linda's on the road yet. I get to see our Linda Lemieux today, I believe, and Terry Gilstad, and be with them. We're going to have dinner together tonight. And then I think Thursday we're meeting up with Stacy in New Smyrna. So I'm excited to see some of the P's while I'm up this direction. All right, let me see what the angels had to say last night. It was coincidence, synchronicity, and angels. The best motivating factor of all, however, is divine intervention, or what I like to call the magic of grace. And that's by Cheryl Richardson. As we look further into what angels are, it is safe to say that there are varied thoughts about their presence and what it means to encounter angels. Angels are celestial beings believed to emanate from a realm beyond our earthly existence. They serve as divine messengers, offering us guidance, protection, and comfort when we need it most. Whether we recognize their presence or not, angels are always by our side, ready to assist us in our journey toward spiritual growth. Dear angels, synchronicities are those extraordinary coincidences that seem to transcend logical explanation. They are the gentle whispers of the universe, reminding us of the interconnectedness of all things. What part do angels play in the synchronicities in our life? Dear ones, we would say to you that divine intervention with angels and synchronicities offers you a profound sense of purpose and comfort. By acknowledging and embracing these signs, you can align yourselves with the greater wisdom and love that surrounds you. Be open to the miracles that unfold, for in doing so, you deepen your spiritual connection and embark on a path illuminated by the divine. Remember, you are never alone. We are always ready to guide you, and synchronicities are the universe's whispers, reminding you of the profound magic that exists within and around you. Embrace the miracles and let them inspire your soul's journey. I love that. Whispers of the universe. I think I need to play with that term. All right, so today I promise to pay closer attention to the synchronicities in my life. And there are a lot of them. You know, I always say there's no accidents or coincidences. There's only synchronicities. So it is, Auntie Jean, you would love it here. There is so much nature. Oh, they left the garage door open. Okay. I'm just sorry. I just squirreled, didn't I? I just looked over and saw that the garage door was open. Okay. And where am I at? I will definitely give Linda a hug for everyone. Thank you for that, Sally. And Blue, I'm so glad for Deirdre. Yesterday's meditation was powerful also. Yeah, the healing meditation. I love sending out healing in the morning because you feel it all day long. The energy runs through your body. Good morning, Catherine DeSanti. And Kathy Hand, good morning. And Brookie. So welcome, welcome. The lady that lives here is an artist, and oh my goodness, I'm hoping to do like a little video tour of the house because her paintings are everywhere. She's amazing and just so beautiful, and all the energy that's here. So I feel like I have entered paradise, Auntie Jean. It really is. There's so much nature. And these little babies are so good. There's two little doggies, Mani and Coco. And I asked where Mani's name came from, and it's from Om Mani Padme Hum. So if that tells you anything at all about these people, you'll understand that they're very, very spiritual. In fact, they just left a few minutes ago to catch a plane for Mexico, and they're going to a meditation retreat there. So that's why I'm here watching their home and their little babies. I met them last night and had dinner with them, and just amazing. And they said they feel very comfortable. No worries at all about their little sweet fur babies while I'm here. Oh, thank you, Auntie Jean. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you were on the live while it was playing or if you got it later. The healing energy is still there. It's still sent out. Okay, so I read you the message from the angels. Let's see what Kuan Yin has to say. And keep putting your gratitude in there. What are you grateful for today? I'm going to be going out in some of this wonderful nature that's here and giving you all a little tour in the house and out of the house, because it really is. It's so amazing here. Just the nature energy, the beautiful artwork, and yeah, y'all are going to love me being here because my vibration is really raised with all of this energy. And they have sandhill cranes that come right up to the door to be fed. There's squirrels and ducks, and I think I saw some black crows out there. We talked about crows. Was it yesterday or Sunday maybe? Yeah, there was something with crows that came up. I think it was in somebody's reading. All right, so Kuan Yin, what do you want us to know? Your path is before you now. Even if you sometimes lack confidence to trust in the path that you are upon, know this: you cannot miss your destiny. I shall guide your feet and inspire your heart to keep you true to your rightful divine path. Trust me, trust yourself, and take your journey now. I love that card. Y'all are so beautiful. Thank you so much for being here this morning and for gratitude. You know, when we can find even one thing to be grateful with. Julie, good morning. When we find one thing to be grateful for, everything else just kind of falls into place. We keep finding more and more and more things to be grateful for. So Julie, it was your card with the crows. Well, I came in here to set up to do the morning show, and there was, what do they call it, a murder of crows? I think that's what it's called, a murder of crows. There was, I don't even know how many, like 7 or 8 of them out there in the yard, and it was just cool to see their energy because they're huge here, you guys. I'm looking out there and I'm going, what the heck is that? And then I saw them, what was going on. So, Julie, I got your crows. And Auntie Jean, I am grateful that I have so many things to be grateful for. I can't choose just one. I love that. Yeah, I'm in that same boat, Auntie Jean. So very, very grateful for the opportunity to be in places like this, where there's so much beauty and the nature. That's what I'm loving. And it's a little chilly this morning. It's 56. So a little bit chilly for my blood, but that's okay. It's all right because I'm very, very happy to be here. And Sally, yes, a murder is a group of crows. I never understood that. I don't know why they call it that, but interesting, isn't it, how we name things. And Kathy Hand, grateful that my intuition told me to check my bank account. Colin hacked his way in again, this after we delivered gas for his truck and some groceries. Oh, honey, I am so sorry you're going through that. Yeah. Praying for you and for that whole situation with your family, and you have to put safeguards up, you know. And Kathy, let's set up an appointment. I'll have some time while I'm here, so check with me because we need to get this going. Christina, yay, good morning, good morning. And yes, a murder of crows, pretty cool. Yeah, I love to learn the etymology and why things are called what they're called and how our words come to be. I actually took a class on that in college, the etymology of words, how they're formed, how they're put together, and you know how two things come to combine into one word. I'm a very curious person, so when I see a word, I'm like, all right, how did that come to mean that? You know, who put that meaning on it or who named it? And yeah, that's just me and my nature. Julie, I'm grateful I get my stitches out of my arm this morning. And how is your hand, Julie? I know you had some numbness going on in your hand after the surgery. So let us know how you're doing, darling. We pray for you every day. And I want you happy and healthy and whole. And Auntie Jean says, a murder, is that why crows are associated with death? I have no idea. Inquiring minds want to know, so maybe I have to go digging and see why did they call it a murder of crows? Why not just a bunch of crows? But we have to have a name for everything, don't we? Just like we have a gaggle of geese, right? I have no idea what that means. Yeah, us humans are interesting as a group because it's so funny sometimes how we come up with names for things. So anyway, anybody want a message today from the tiny book? Because I certainly am willing to give one. And Blue says, probably comes from medieval peasants' fears that the sinister-looking corvids had been sent by the devil or were witches in disguise. Okay. Annie's hearing crows are signs of rebirth and transition. Yeah, I'm trying to remember Julie's message that she got on Sunday. And it was about transformation, I believe. Transition, transformation. I have cat as a spirit animal. I'm very curious. Yeah, I miss my little sage this morning. I miss that little rambunctious soul that just was curious about everything. Sally, it's been my belief that when a person bears witness to the song of the crow, someone we know will pass. Well, they weren't making any noise out there. They were just busy eating, so no songs here. Deirdre wants page 9. Okay. Oh, Annie, I love that you see the eagles all the time. That is so cool. All right, so for Deirdre, page 9 says, Dear ones, does it change what is in your now moment if you go into blame, shame, and guilt? We know this is not an easy lesson for you. We know that you try to make it make sense, and sometimes it just doesn't. Really, it doesn't. And I've had long talks with the angels recently about why can't we figure some things out? And I asked them one night, well, is this one of those things we'll never have an answer to until we go back into spirit? Because there's many of those, I think. There's many things that we're not going to fully understand until we can see the bigger picture when we go in spirit. But yeah, just acceptance, I guess, on those things that we're curious about that, yeah, there's no solid answer to that we know of. So I like that. Thank you for picking that one, Deirdre. And Auntie Jean wants page 38, number 2. I love that you have the tiny book, Jean, and you can see exactly what message it is that you're calling on. So page 38, message number 2. Each one of you has your own unique lesson and blessing, and you cannot compare it to another's experience. Stay in the knowingness of who you are and focus on your own path and how to move forward from your struggles in life. I love that. And yeah, when we can stay focused on what's going on in our life, then, you know, it's like we can leave other people alone. We can stop judging and stop criticizing and trying to micromanage We don't need managers. We need what's in here when we connect into our hearts. So thank you for choosing that one, Auntie Jean. Oh, Christina, here's what I found about the use of the word murder of crows. There are multiple ideas about it from the Tampa Bay Times. One states that crows often will come together and decide the capital fate of another crow. Another possible origin comes from people who viewed the appearance of crows as an omen of death. Also, the phrase murder of crows comes from a time in history when groups of animals were described in different ways. Thank you, Christina. She did the research. Yay! I love people that will just go and find out information about things. And I'm one of those people. If I see something I don't understand, I immediately set about trying to find out. It's much easier now that we have Google. It used to be we had to go to the dictionary and encyclopedias, and God forbid, we had to ask somebody, right? We had to find those people that were wise and ask them for information. But thank you so much for that. Now we know that there are several different things that are attributed to that name that we call them. All right, let's go to page 4. Good morning, Kathleen Caputo. Oh, sweetheart, how are you doing? You have been in my thoughts, on my heart so much lately, and I really pray that you're doing better. We're lifting you up. We need our mama hot bear. All right, page 4. Boy, there's a lot of good ones on here. I like this one. We encourage you to stand firm in your divine self, and when you enter the can'tness, examine your options. Do you ever find yourself saying, I can't do that? Well, the angel said that what we're really saying is, I choose not to. That's what that word can't is saying. I choose not to do that. Now, there are some can'ts that we're physically unable to do certain things. But if there's something that comes up, maybe Spirit's telling you to do something and it's out of your comfort zone, usually one of the first things that comes out of our mouth, I can't. But know that we're not given things, we're not given tasks if we're not able to do it. Why is it getting dark? Okay, let me pull my light a little bit closer. So anytime that I hear that from someone, I can't, I say, well, look at what you're saying. Can you really not do what's given to you? Is it physically impossible for you to perform whatever that is? Or are you saying, no, I'm choosing not to do that right now? So look at that. Look at what your vocabulary is and the words that you are using. And if it is something that's maybe going to be challenging, it's not that you cannot do it, but maybe you're just kind of a little scared of it. There's some fear involved with stepping out of our comfort zone. You know, when we're given something, especially by Spirit, if your Spirit team is saying, hey, go do this, sometimes there's that tendency to go, oh, you can't be talking to me. You must be talking to that person standing beside of me, right? So many times I have heard things from Spirit, and I'm like, what? You want me to do what? Just like when they told me to go out on this journey, on the Peace on Earth tour. I'm like, don't you all understand what's going on here on earth? You want me to do what now? Like, oh, angels, you need a newspaper. But it was the perfect time, just like they said, to get out there and to see what's needed here on earth when the whole earth is trembling and going through such a hard time. This is the time that we need to uplift, and we need to help each other through all of the occurrences that are happening. Auntie Jean, you miss your encyclopedias. I never had a good set, but if I find one at a secondhand bookstore, I think I will buy them. I know you love books. I do too. I love to hold the book in my hand. It's, for me right now, I have to use Kindle because I just don't have the space to hold a lot of books in my car. But I love to hold books. I love the feel of them. I love the smell of them. And I love libraries. To go into a library and just visit with, especially with some of those old books, or an old bookstore. Anybody an old bookstore fanatic? I have a dear friend that worked in a bookstore. That's when I first met her, that's where she was working. And I would go in to visit her and just hang out in the bookstore because I love the smell and the energy of the books, the printed books. Good morning, Ina. Thank you for being with us this morning. And Sally, I will argue that point with spirit. I can't. I won't. I have been relaxing more into a state of I'll try. That's what they tell me. Like, just the willingness to do what you're hearing from spirit to do. That's all it takes. You know, it's just saying, okay, I'm open and I'm hearing this message from you, so I'm going to give it my best, right? And that's all they ask. It's just that willingness. They'll show the way. And that's what they told me when I set out to do the Peace on Earth tour. They'll show the way. I don't have to know all the details. I don't have to manage it. All I have to do is show up, just like coming here. I couldn't have planned this. I don't know these people. Never met them before. Don't know anybody that we have friends in common. But yet, look at what happened. They're going to a meditation retreat. They meditate. They have a meditation room in their home. Hello? And the dogs are so zen. They're like conked out right here beside of me. They're just very, very laid back, happy individuals and happy animals, very content. And this place that I'm in is so peaceful. I can't hear cars on the road. It's just back in nature, and I couldn't have picked a better spot to spend a couple of weeks than this very exact place that I'm at. All right, so what else we got going on? Oh, you're welcome, Sally. And Kathy, you like the smell of books? I do. I love being in libraries and old bookstores because it's amazing. Boulder has great old bookstores. Well, I'll have to figure that out next time I get out to Colorado. And Christina says, physical books will always be my fave, but I have grown to like audiobooks too. Great for road trips and doing housework. I do like that. I love having books read to me as I'm reading along. Have you ever done that? I tell you, when you're using more than one sense, it makes a big difference. So if you're hearing and seeing the words, you're going to remember it more. It's going to make more sense, and there's just a different energy to it. If you're studying for anything, I suggest you try that if you can. Try using all the senses to understand it and for it to make more sense to you. You've done that? Yeah, I love it. when I can have a book read to me and then watch it as the words are being said out loud. And I love how different people read the words, the different accents, different emphasis on words. Yeah, it's awesome. All right, so let me put up here, if you have any prayer requests, let's get those going. I know we've got some P's with things going on. I have not heard from Leo, so I don't know if his mom had the surgery or not. The last communication I had from him, they were taking her back to the hospital and trying to get the attention that she needs medically. I have not heard from Hope. For those of you who've been asking, the last communication I had, she was awake. She was still in ICU, and I don't know anything more than that. I keep reaching out. I just keep sending little love notes and letting her know and letting her family know that we're lifting her up and holding her so dear to us. Julie, we've been lifting you up for your arm and praying for complete healing there. And I'm glad you get your stitches out today. And let's see you healed and whole and everything working just perfectly. And anybody else, Deirdre, we've been praying for your eye and praying for that to resolve and for your eyesight to clear up and no more pain. No, Leo's not back home yet. He either comes home today or tomorrow. Jean, thank you for asking. A neighbor is going to go in and check on the kids. I filled all of the bowls, water bowl, food bowl. They have the one that's the big tub of it that feeds into a smaller bowl. And cleaned the litter box and put lots of litter down for them. So I think they'll be okay. Cats are so self-sufficient. And I think they'll be okay for a couple of days, but they're probably upset with me because we were just bonding so well, and I was able to actually hold little Sage and give her lots of loving before I left. So, yeah, that I'm missing them. I miss that little girl. Okay, so thank you, Deirdre, for our daily prayer. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace and attention to human trafficking through Save Someone's Child. Christina says, our new books, Vox books, you can use QR codes within the books to go immerse yourself in that environment. Shark book leads to swimming under the sea with them. Oh my gosh, I'll have to check that out because that would be so awesome, wouldn't it? Yeah, Hope has not been doing well for a bit now, Christina, and just really praying and lifting her up for whatever's going on with her physically, and we keep awaiting that word that she's doing well and out of the hospital. I know little Zena, let's lift him up. Zena, I know, has to be so worried about his mom. You're so welcome, Deirdre. And Kathy, we lift you up every day, honey. You and your family, and praying for resolution there for what's going on with your son. And Sally, update on Robert, trouble with his aspiration. They found a full container of blood with no origin of bleeding found. Wow. Yeah, they hopefully will figure out what's going on with him. And prayers for all in need who are fighting a silent battle through the holidays. Prayers for love and light to embrace you. Thank you. That's always what I think about as well. Are those people, even if you are with somebody, you can still feel alone. So all of those who are feeling the energy path of loneliness, depression, it's a hard time during the holidays. And especially if you've just lost a loved one and to go through the holidays alone, yeah, not good. I'm so glad I'm going to be with Linda. Please lift her up, going through the grief and learning to be a single person after so many years of being in a marriage and losing her husband just recently. Oh, I'm sure that's a lot to go through, Sally. Yeah. All right. So, any other prayer requests? Anything going on with you, your family, your loved ones? We've had a lot of people step up and ask for prayers lately. I heard from Catherine Kovacs. She sent me a message and asked us to put her and her family in her prayers, especially for her mom, going through some emotional trauma right now. Let's pray for Leo for travel prayers. And please pray for my hosts, Linda and Steve. They're going to be flying out to Mexico today, so travel prayers for them and for the experience they're going to have there in Mexico. Anybody else? Go ahead and place yourself in if you want. As we go into our prayers, we lift up everybody on our prayer list. We have a pretty comprehensive prayer list going on that's developed over the last 3 years. And any that we need to add to it, just let us know that. So let's go into our hearts. Just take a moment to connect. Breathe in to your heart center. The breath is the connection. And exhale anything that's unlike love. Just shake off anything from your life right now that is creating turmoil or discord or anything that might be going on in the world. We have a lot of trauma, a lot of things happening. So let's just shake off anything that's not within love and light, and let's just invite in only love and light into our heart, into our midst, as we lift each other up. So you can physically shake off any energies that are trying to linger in your aura field, that are trying to distract you and pull you away from the energy of love. And let's see the breath of when we breathe in as full of love. What color is that breath coming to you? Today I see purple. I see this purple energy. It's so deep and so beautiful as it just comes right into my energy field. So just look with your spiritual eyes. As you take the breath in, does it change? Is it changing on the inside of you? Is it touching a place that needs healing? Maybe a place that needs comfort, reassurance? We humans love confirmations. So maybe that breath is going to a place inside of you to lift you up and say, yes, you are on the right path. Yes, you can do whatever your task is here on earth. And yes, you are so loved. Take in that energy of love. Hear the words from Spirit. The words that say, I just love you. No strings attached. No demands. I love you. Just feel that right now. Feel the love. You are worthy of being loved. You deserve to have every great and wonderful thing in your life. So breathe it in. Breathe in love and breathe out love. Breathe in joy and breathe out joy. And let's remember everyone that we pray for every day, all of those struggling, all of those who are going through the traumas and walking through fires. And let's send an energy of worthiness to each one. You are worthy to be healed. You are worthy to be healthy, to be happy, to be at peace. So every name that's on our list and every name that you're holding in your heart, you are worthy. Whatever the prayer request is, whatever's going on, we just lift you up and we ask the Creator to see you, to acknowledge you, and to answer the prayers for the best and highest good of all. Let's turn our attention to Mama Gaia, all that's happening here on the planet, places where there are conflicts and wars, families fighting, friends fighting, communities fighting against each other, places where there's unrest. I'm thinking especially of some of the campuses where there's a lot of unrest going on and protests and fighting in communities, and especially in college communities. And let's just send an energy of peace there. Just see it. See everything that's going on come to a peaceful resolution. See hearts filled with compassion. Let's hold that thought for a moment. And let's pray for our leaders also. The leaders in the world, the leaders on college campuses, the leaders in our communities. And ask for peace and harmony and unity to be at the forefront of their thoughts. How to help those that they are leading. Breathe in love and breathe out love. Breathe in peace and breathe out peace over the world. And give some gratitude to our Mother Earth. Just say thank you for the nourishment. Thank you for the oxygen that we breathe, for the water that we drink and bathe in. Thank you for everything that this planet provides for us, everything that we need to survive here. And let's send love right to the heart of Mama Gaia. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your heartbeat connecting in with the heartbeat of the earth. And yes, there is a heartbeat. There is a rhythm that comes forth from our planet. See the connection and feel that connection. And just start flowing love down into the earth and receiving it back from her. Let's take a big breath in and release. And let's just give love to each other. That's what we do every day. We give love and gratitude. So I'm going to put the words up, and this is what we say at the end of all of our times together. Thank you. I love you. Yes, there are outdoor cats here, Auntie Jean. And Ina, oh, I'm so sorry. Absolutely, Ina. Please be here with us. We're here every morning at this time. come in and just immerse yourself in this energy. We're a loving family, and we pray every day. So let's put you on our prayer list, and we have Reiki grids going on, so we'll put you in that as well. Oh, you had a beautiful white misty color coming in with your breath. I love that. I'm still seeing the purple that came in with mine. Okay, I see some thank you, I love yous. So let me get Leo going. Thank you all for being here this morning. So awesome to have you here. Okay, here's my song. Here it is. It is the perfect day. I don't know why it's so dark in here. That didn't help.
Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe called the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peace and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe called the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peace and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Hey, Mommy. I got a little doggy coming to say hello. Mommy. Come here, baby. Oh, thank you, Christina. Start the day on a high vibe called the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peace and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe called the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peace and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Cuppa full of joy. Accept, align, allow.
Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe called the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peace and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe called the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peace and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Woo, thank you, Leo. Well, Monty didn't come to see me. Monty, come here. Come here, baby. No, she's just looking at me. They're sad. They're a little sad at the moment because they watched Mom and Dad take suitcases and get into a vehicle that's not their vehicle. So they know that something is up. And you know how animals are when their peoples leave. So they are a little bit sad this morning, so I'm going to spend some time trying to lift their vibration before I head off to go grocery shopping while I'm here. Oh, thank you, Auntie Jean, for calling in our Ricky Rick. And let's continue to lift up our Josie, our sweet Josie. And I know she's had a tough time recently, so please keep her in your prayers. Thank you, everybody, for being here this morning. We'll be here at 1 o'clock today for the meditation for world peace. Come join us at 1:11 every day Eastern Time. We send up a meditation, send out energy for more peace in our world. So we'd love to have you join in with us. Stay in your hearts and stay blessed, and I will see you then. Namaste, y'all. Bye, everybody.